seat there, seat here. Did you really think you did? Oh, Carlene's. Oh, ah. Oh my golly gosh. Oh, it's you and me.
Oh, there you go.
Everybody else is going to the bathroom.
Yeah, everyone's
We've just got super bladders. We're fine.
for today, right?
Yes. So just wait for Janine and Carlene. Janine's coming. Carlene is on her way.
5 o'clock is there. Wow.
I know. Okay. There we go. Just coming. She's gone for a toilet break.
On is a little excited. Stop. Okay, none of this, none of this. Wanda, get off. Relax, Wanda. Relax. You're a little excited. Wanda,
Just a
get
touch. Oh, that's a really
Wanda,
nice
stop.
breeze from that up there, isn't it?
Yeah, the AC, huh?
Stop. You are acting like a crazy dog.
Look out! Look out, dog! Here we go. How are you doing?
Well, I let them go to the toilet.
Ah, man!
There you can. You went out.
Just
What?
in case.
Yeah.
I'm just going to let them go to the toilet. They've just eaten.
Who?
The dogs.
The dogs.
The dogs
The
have
dogs
just eaten.
outside.
They go outside for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
A bathroom break.
Well,
The dog.
potty. Potty time.
Yeah. They're like, please.
They're pretty good at that too.
They are.
Because this morning, I've gotten into routine now of putting them out in the pond
All right.
before anybody else is
Gets there.
Oh, yeah.
There.
And then they go to the bathroom. They have a big, big
Why
bin
not?
with all.
Really, no, this is enough.
It
And
was
do they
very
enjoy
good.
down there?
They enjoyed their time down there.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm enjoying your wee breeze that's coming from somewhere up
Where
here.
did she get those feet?
Those are from Judy.
These are Judy's shoes. People like them
Yeah,
unless.
Judy.
Yeah, these are Judy's shoes.
Look at that funny looking shoes.
Judy has the same size feet, but she buys a lot of clothes. She's almost the same size as I am, so I get all of Judy's hand-me-downs.
This is
So
advantageous.
anytime I'm wearing anything nice, it's from
It's
Judy.
Judy's.
Yeah, she wore these. They were uncomfortable for her. I love them. They're very comfortable, except they're just
They
the
look
wrong.
good.
They're the wrong color for me.
Yeah, but
What
I
a
want to.
shame.
Yeah, but I want to know why they're still clean.
I've been very careful. This is the
hasn't
first time I've
used them.
worn them. I've been
No,
very
because
careful.
well,
today.
the thing I'm on to is you see this deal?
Uh-huh.
You know, this is not coming. You have to put this on the back side.
Yeah.
Because if you're driving with that,
Oh, it falls off your toe.
well, did you interrupt me?
Well, you can
Is that
tell.
what I was going to
Oh,
say?
was it?
No, it was not what I was going
It
to
falls
say.
off my toe.
And you get it into an emergency stop,
Yeah.
and you pull your foot to hit the brake,
Oh.
and
There
you're
goes
all
the shoe.
screwed up, and you got the wrong feet that's not working, and you're in trouble. That's what I was going to say.
Well, that's also
It is bad.
mine fall
So
off my
this,
toes.
you gotta have, you
The
gotta
back.
have your backside.
Talking about the back of the
Yeah,
heel.
see, yeah,
This part.
you're in trouble there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have that.
Okay. We got that disaster
All right.
over with.
And all the dogs are back.
Did you poo? Did
No.
you make a poo? Did you do that? He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Yes, he's very good.
But did
He's
you
a good
pick
boy.
it up?
No.
No, you didn't.
Just spit it on me.
Yeah, we've missed a trick there.
Okay,
All right. I'm trying
now
to
we're
figure
picking
out-
on this, right?
Okay.
We have Hilda.
Oh,
Mailed August 22nd. I love it when they put the date they mailed it.
What's today?
What is today?
28.
Crazy acres. There.
28.
Not too far.
oh, do you know, Clyde was just saying online
Oops. What?
that Disquis, is it Disquis?
Discuss. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever it is telling her she can't come online, which is problematic because she.
Well, see, if she's been reported to the platform, it might be her, like, yeah, so we don't ban anyone, we don't have, everybody should have equal access
yeah,
on that platform. I have no control over that. But if she's been reported because of what she might have done on another discussed site for maybe, yeah, then she might have issues with her.
so does that then
Login.
maybe mean that people who have previously been on the Explore forum cannot
Yes,
come
that's
onto
what I'm-
ours? So
that's-
that's problematic
Yeah,
then,
if
isn't
they've
it?
been reported if they've been blocked on Explore, they should still, if they've been blocked on Explore,
Uh-huh. Because it's
on Discuss, because Explore uses the same platform, so getting blocked on Explore is the same thing as getting blocked on Discuss, and it may impact your access
right.
on our platform because it's
So-
the same company.
What she said was that when she was posting for Service Dog, that there
Yeah.
was a problem, and she went and spoke to one of the administrators, and they sorted it so that whatever she posted would still post.
Okay, yeah, because there's a couple different layers of blocking. I don't know a lot about it,
God.
but I think I've
Give
looked
me a
into it
break.
for somebody else, and it was because
Yeah.
they'd really been blocked hard on Explore.
Somebody?
So, to go back to,
Because
Uh,
Cloud
Discuss.
produces all the
Yeah.
information, so.
yeah, so I can't tell you.
I'll put
There's
that
nothing
over
I can
here.
do about it.
So when we eventually move over onto our next provider,
When we go on to WordPress, I think WordPress has its own
Chat?
discussion chat
Right.
that I can look into adding.
Yeah.
And we won't have to use Discuss, but Discuss could be added onto WordPress as well.
right, okay.
So
It's
maybe
just-
let me see what the
Oh, God.
the,
Help me.
WordPress looks like. We can test that out. We may like it better.
Yeah, and it might mean that people who are actually hard banned elsewhere can still
Can
have
complete
access.
freedom because I
Apart
think
from you're
WordPress.
banned.
Banned.
WordPress will pick up the comments there will be
Yeah.
picked up similar to what you have on YouTube.
Right.
But we want to make sure that
I hope you're all fascinated.
We are. We're solving someone's problem.
Problems.
What people like is being able to reply to each other, and that's what
Yes.
Discuss has. So I have to make sure
Yes,
that
the
WordPress has.
WordPress one. And the other thing is it doesn't disappear.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So
Oh, I have a problem.
as soon as I'm done with the getting everything, as soon as I get done with today, tomorrow's another day. And I've got a lot.
As
of
soon
things
as I get done with today, I'll
Tomorrow.
try tomorrow.
Yeah.
We
Right.
might not like it though.
Just dropping by to pay a call, because maybe in some way. knowing
Okay.
that
So
you
here's someone. It's
thought about
Nancy
brighten up your day. Wasn't that nice, Hilda?
was banned,
Uh-huh.
and it didn't affect her. So it depends.
When I get old, I'm going to sit around knitting. I'm going to be clicking my life alert button to see how many hot firefighters show up.
Oh, well, that was a good idea.
There's a good one. Go for it, Carlene. Okay.
Dear.
I got one of those things.
And we know.
It's fun. It's a nice car.
Yeah.
Ah, thank you very much. And $1 for the fun fund. We got a fun fund going.
We
It's the
have.
same one. Did I open the wrong one? What was on that envelope?
Yeah,
I have
your name on it.
I still have to go through it. That's another thing on my list is add all those people.
Yes, we've got a pile. So it's
Okay,
fine.
well, this
Yeah.
was mailed the 22nd. When was that mailed?
22nd. Oh, is it Hilda from Canada?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. I think she said that she posted at the
Two
same
of them.
time. Yes.
Oh, okay. Since she
Open-
did it two at the same time.
Open away.
Open away. God forbid I open the wrong one.
I know. Yeah. You'll be in trouble.
I tried to make sure it was the right mail. Separate it. Maybe I could have made it better.
There you go. There's another one of those. We've got your back. Oh, isn't that a cute bug?
Fashions.
Isn't that lovely? We put another one over here. When people tell me you're going to regret that in the morning, I'm sleeping until noon because I'm a problem solver. That's a good one.
What?
Keep on keeping on. She's been around since 12.
Under, you know, there's with underneath and the outside.
That's the cheering thing. What's the matter now?
Nothing. His lips look a little red.
What?
His lips look a little red.
You worry about when they're white.
Okay.
Red's fine.
Now you've got a cuddle.
Oh, now I gotta
Now you're stuffed.
Oh.
Donna Kimball. Danvers Bass. Okay.
Might have had enough chicken for today.
I know Not again.
No, I was kidding. I was joking.
There you go.
There you go.
No, we figured that
It's
one.
hard to find words adequate to describe a friend like you. Oh dear.
His mouth
I'll
got
put that over here. I'm amazed at your ability to keep paying it forward. Your daily doggy and tea time are the highlights of my day. Janine's story about the horse really tugged at my heart, reaffirming there are still great people in this world. Maybe, if family in need, Goldie's Farm could adopt this horse and periodically send hay. Hay for the fun and the swear bear. Huh.
Stop biting.
I'm not sure which horse they were talking about.
Well, there's been a lot of horses.
There's a lot of
I think
lot
it
of
was the
problems.
horse with the hay in South Carolina. Remember the horse?
Oh,
was
that
really
one,
skinny?
yeah,
that one.
That one, yeah. I never heard back from those people, but I have somebody else going by. I talked to my neighbor down there. She's going to go by,
Oh,
knock on the
good.
door.
Okay.
So see if we
Okay.
can push it down a
That's
little
good. Send someone else in
bit. Really,
person.
that's even better.
All right. Now what are we doing?
Well, I think it might be the big exciting box.
Is it time for the box?
Well, Sizzle
You're
thinks
standing
so.
on my foot.
Sizzle, what are you doing?
Oh, Sizzle, it's a big heavy box. I don't know if there's somebody on the label.
It says Carlene White from Cindy, Michigan, Ipswich, Mass. Cindy from Michigan.
Excellent.
We got that one?
Glad you could read that.
I did that. You're
Oh.
gonna turn around.
Oh, it,
You got the heavy
we got
end.
food in it.
Yeah,
There's
see,
something
look at them.
going.
They're like,
Pay
whoa!
attention here, guys.
Up.
Watch noses.
All three are coming in.
Look out. Come on, back up. Get your nose out of here.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Cookies. Cookie. How are we going to do this now? Am I going to open this big box?
Do you want to start with the, well, that's mini ones, large, and what's that one?
I don't know.
Open that one, maybe. See what's in that one.
Okay.
And I'll take this box
Take
away.
this away.
I'll put it somewhere.
And maybe you'll take the dogs away with you.
No, unlikely.
Get out of the way.
It's a sharp knife.
Oh, look at this. Oh.
They're like, whoa, ho, ho.
Soft chews, they say. Oh, good.
They're like,
We getting there, guy. We getting there.
Don't throw out boxes. We're gonna need them.
yeah.
All right, here we go. This is Sizzle.
Oh, they like those. Where's Wanda? Wanda wants.
Oh,
She's
Wanda's here.
she's got a cookie on my bed.
Well, she wants another one. She does.
Just, and I'm off with that cookie. I don't
How about that? Is that good? Another one. One more.
Look
Okay,
at-
that's all.
Look at his string of slobber. Mmm.
Okay, get out of here. Eat it. Well, that was the pull tab. I missed that part. No more. That's a softie.
If you like.
Yeah, is Meredith all done?
I haven't been to Meredith. I forgot that it was the day we were
Oh.
I love these jars.
Yeah.
I thought you were about to say
Where's
I love
the-
your shoes.
Yeah.
I thought so
I
too.
know, because they've got the grip
Yeah.
and they come in and out.
Yeah, and you can put them in a whole
Yeah.
line. So we like these square
I'll
jars.
take the box. Yeah.
You got the box.
I know.
Okay.
That
I
was
got the
from
box.
Cindy in Michigan, right?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Cindy.
Look at Wanda's. She's like, "This guy-
That's all. She put it on the roof.
It was Janine what did it. Go speak to her. They're like, where did they go?
Okay,
Okay.
let's do that. All right.
So,
There we
no,
are.
no, Judy, what did you do today?
Oh, I was acting
were
the part
Judy.
of Judy,
All right,
and I
okay.
just want to say thank you, Judy, for all your hard work.
And
that
please
you
come
do.
back.
Please come back. Oh boy. Yeah. So, we went to a senior center,
Oh, did you?
and
They kind of forgot we were coming, but we got there.
yeah. and the dogs ripped apart the pillow in the back on the drive up. I realized I was driving, and I realized it was kind of quiet in the back. We got there and they had ripped apart a pillow, so I cleaned up the pillow and she went in and did her thing.
Yeah?
Yep. And then we ran around.
I didn't realize, but police go in there at 9 o'clock
Yeah.
for their coffee break. All of them. There were like 8 policemen.
Yeah.
Do they get cookies?
Yeah, they did. They had cheesecake.
No, they had no, it was an event. It was a coffee with the cops.
Oh.
Once a month they have coffee with the cops.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, you
yeah.
found that out.
It's not like they were. That's not like the police were hiding. It was an event.
They're
They were from 9 to 10.
How to start real trouble.
Yeah, and
Well, that's kind of fun. We ought to make sure we go for that.
yeah, they didn't like the dogs because we got there a little early, and they didn't. The person that's normally there was out today. She was out sick, so it was a little bit
They were a bit
chaotic. But it was
surprised.
good. We got cheesecake, so that's all that matters.
Really?
Yeah. And then we drove around looking for a food truck for the Donkey Derby and came up with a whole new plan, so that's good. And my mother had french fries. And then I brought her home so she could nap.
And I napped.
From the place where you might be getting food? No, or
No,
just along
they
the
don't.
way?
We went to Kelly's Roast Beef. They used to have a great food truck, but they don't anymore.
Do you know there's a whole load of food trucks down opposite Richardson's in Middleton?
Well, the problem with I've looked at food trucks, and they all wanted us to come up and pay up front $1,000 for them to come, and so that they would guarantee they would make at least $1,000, and then if they make less than $1,000, we have to make up the difference. And I'm trying to run the.
I think it's a lot better to tell everybody to bring a lunch.
So yeah, we are having a VIP where the people with VIP we're providing lunch for, and that's going to be a nice catered lunch.
Not by us.
And who's on Larky today? As he walks in,
Where did you get? I got that off my head. That's bad. See that? That's bad. No. No.
He's like, do you want to eat it?
Yeah.
Got it. That's my nose blowing device.
He's like, mine
Look at
too.
it. Yeah, you should
No.
see he's hiding.
This is wrong. That's bad.
Oh, Larky.
He's like, but so delicious.
Larky.
You can be a good boy.
You come on your bed?
Yeah. So, anyways,
Bed.
You're going to be a good
he's a
boy.
good boy.
You're a good boy. But that's a no.
No.
But he's a good boy, though. Yes, he's very good. He's very good. Oh, he's got big ears.
Right on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But now he's going to come.
Now he's gonna
it's
come.
so hard having a dog like this.
He just
That
gets everything
you
out.
know, all it takes is
No.
no.
That's no.
Well, it's an addiction for him. It's not like he's.
Addicted to toilet paper. Get addicted to something
Yeah.
else.
Addicted to everything.
Yeah,
Doesn't
so
matter
it's,
what.
it's
Go
not
when you
his
get lie down.
fault.
He doesn't know what to do. Okay, go lie down. Hey, Lockie, go lie down. Lockie, go lie down. Go on. Oh, go through there. Get in there and lie down. You know why he hesitated there?
Why?
I spanked him in the rear one day.
To go over there?
No, to do anything, to go through a narrow place.
Oh, yeah.
And he never forgot it. Out there, anywhere in a narrow place. And I was just being friendly.
Yeah, yeah.
But he didn't like it.
There's some.
Well, you can get into trouble for just being friendly, you
I know,
know.
Harry, can't put your
There's a
nose
word
in
for
your
that.
face.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, pregnant.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay, now what do we got?
So you're going to basically say, bring a picnic. And
Okay,
then
so
there'll be
yeah. For general admissions, people are going to be.
Bring your own peanut butter.
But I wanted to have a food truck that would just show up and, be
Yeah.
available if people wanted. But I'm hoping a lot of people buy the VIP tickets so that
Are we going to be making sandwiches?
We're going to have
pretty much.
How about chairs?
I'm working on all these details. I wanted to start this planning back in January, but it seems
Didn't
that
work out that way.
didn't work out that way. So I have to submit a form with the town that says who's going to provide the food. So I have a name on the
That's you and me.
on the application, and then the biggest challenge now is I need a tip certified bartender, which I think it's like a 2-hour course you have to take online to become tip certified. So I need a tip certified bartender to
I've
put on
never
the
heard
form.
of this.
Oh yeah, we had to do it last year too, and it's a $100 application. You have to have their ID. Yep, and I need that.
We
by-
don't know anybody.
and-
do we?
oh, I
We
put
must
it on-
know somebody.
I put it on Facebook, and Facebook usually solves all my problems.
Excellent.
We're working on it.
Oh. Well, it makes some of mine, because you know what? It starts out telling me something, and I'm start reading it, come down, and all of a sudden I can't go any further because it blocks it with some other advertisement.
Is this, are you talking about Facebook?
I don't know. I think
We're not
so.
going to talk about your technical issues today. It's beyond mail call, okay? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's beyond mail. I know what you're talking about, and it's because you don't operate Facebook well.
I don't. You're right.
Yes. So, any questions?
I could only read
Yes.
half a story.
Oh, because you have to hit the little dot, the 3 little dots where it says see more, and you got to hit that, and the rest of the story will come up. And I know a lot of other people.
Thank you. Thank you for dealing with my technical problems.
Yeah, when you read, you get to the last line, there'll be like little dots. Click on that, and the rest of the story will come up. Any other questions on how to use Facebook today from
Well,
the audience?
actually, about
I
10:30,
believe
nearly
you.
11 o'clock last night, I was texting Corey because I put a post about Corey up on ERM Meredith, and I wanted to share it here because it was the Falls. And I said, Corey, and I asked her if it was okay to put it up, and she went, yes, definitely. And I said, so how do I share it with? And then we got into tagging, and then we got into, and at which point I said, this is a job for the morning. So
Yeah.
do you know what I did? I rewrote the whole post on Meredith Farm because it wasn't working. Anyway,
Yeah, we
never
can
mind.
dedicate one mail call to all of your questions on how to use Facebook.
Oh, I don't know.
And I wanted to also mention who's coming on Wednesday. Do you want to?
Oh, Ray, Dr. Ray is coming on Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the gentleman who comes and leads the wilderness experience, the wilderness walks.
The
He's
veteran,
coming.
yeah,
Oh.
and he's starting the veteran program. He's coming to mail call on Wednesday.
May I be allowed to?
No.
No.
What?
Yes, of course you can. He's going to come and sit here.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, I have found my 27-foot teepee poles.
You can ask him about the 27-foot TP poles because he is very much. He was saying a lot of the practices are, is it shamans from Native American Indians. A lot of the practices he incorporates.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And I think he might
You
have.
panicked.
Well, I'm financially worried about more commitment of putting up the we can't afford another teepee right
No,
now.
but he actually
We
wanted.
have it.
Oh,
But
but
we don't have the skin for it.
so what he wanted to do.
No, and I don't. Yeah, we have a very tight budget right now. So
Stay on target.
Yeah.
So what he was going to
Found
do.
on my pole.
yeah,
What he was going to do was smudge your actual TP down there for positive energy.
You can smudge away.
You can smudge away.
yeah.
That's just the beginning, though, because
Yes.
that's
Yes.
the big one is a nice meeting
Yes.
hall.
It is. I agree. But we have to pace ourselves.
But we
'cause
do.
I'm the treasurer.
We do
So-
have the budget very nice going forward.
We will going forward, but
Yes,
right now
and then
we've got
we can incorporate
chickens
that.
to worry about. We've got, we've got.
Well, then don't worry about the teepee.
All right, I have a Goldie story. Does
Okay.
anyone want to hear my Goldie?
Go for your Goldie story, and then I'll go with questions later.
All right, this is from, I'm starting to pay attention to these things. So, someone at Meredith came up to me. I could say Corey told me
Yeah.
this story. So, I guess one of the donkeys bit somebody. Despite the fact they were standing right next to a sign that said "Don't feed the donkeys," and there's frying pans there saying, put grain in here, never feed by hand. They got bitten by one of the donkeys. And he went to the doctor. I don't know if it was because of the bite on the hand. He went to the doctor's because he thought he was having some symptoms. He was afraid he caught something from the donkey. And first of all,
Rude.
donkeys and equines, you can't, there's very few diseases that go from equines, canines, to humans, or even equines to
Zoonotic.
canines. Yeah, that they usually stick with their species. But he went to the doctor because he bit his finger and it bled, and he's like, well, maybe I'm having these heart palpitations or these trouble breathing because I caught pneumonia from the sick donkey. And so the doctor said no, that he explained to him, you don't get stuff like that. The only thing that you can get is like rabies, which the donkey didn't have rabies, and there's a couple other things you can get. Conjunctivitis, I know, is one of them. And he said, but let's look at what's happening with your chest, because it could be something else. Turns out this young guy had lung cancer. and they caught it early because the donkey
Bitten
bit
by a donkey.
and he
So
was,
it was a good thing.
so the bite was actually a good thing.
Yeah.
See,
I think that's a Goldie.
This
It was a
Goldie
Goldie
thing
book.
Did the man survive?
Oh, he's young. He's getting treatment. For
See,
it.
the
From
doctor saved his
from what
life.
I've heard, and I didn't ask for.
And he's not suing us because of
No!
Oh, the
Even
donkey
better.
saved, see, the donkey
Because-
saved his life.
Yep.
Would have
Yeah,
may
that's
not
a Goldie
remember you
story.
right now.
And I mean,
Wow.
it's so rare that donkeys bite people.
It is.
But
I mean, he was feeding them, but it's even so rare that they would bite. The donkeys
They
don't.
don't like fingers.
Yeah, they don't
Maybe
taste
you-
They're
right.
not meat eaters.
he must have
Yeah,
been
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
tell
So,
himself.
yeah, and I,
Usually, if a donkey bites, they hang on.
yeah, if the donkey's gonna bite you,
He's going to hang on.
Yeah,
Oh, they're
we
quite
don't have-
persistent, aren't they?
Huh?
They are very persistent.
yes,
Because
more
we
than
had,
that.
because we actually had a lady came down from the owner's business, and the hand went in, and the donkey went hum, and he had to smack the donkey in the nose to get him to release the
Who
thumb.
was? Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But I remember the donkey when I was, I don't know,
Young.
12 years old, cleaning
Yes.
a stall, and we used to have it in Linfield where you just threw this manure out the window. Every stall had a window that backed up to a
Wow.
concrete grate. And so I'm throwing them, and I hear my mother yelling, and I'm like, and it's pouring rain out, and I'm
And
throwing
my
them.
husband is in the whole thing, too.
Yeah, and she was we had a wild donkey from out west that she had rescued, like really from a
What?
wild pack of donkeys that had grabbed her and was pushing
Bred
her
by
out
rib
everywhere.
cage.
And was
And
pushing.
he ducked his feet back and just drove me
Oh,
right down into the ground, right into the manure pile, and it was wet, and I'm sinking in this manure, and I'm screeching, and she hears me, and Tom thought it was me not making a normal noise.
But the water from the manure pile and the rain
About the
was
ground, the manure, and he thinks it's,
attacked by a
and
donkey.
she was the one that heard me.
And
so-
yeah, so we got the donkey up. But that was the only time I've ever seen anything like that in my
Well, no,
lifetime.
you've seen another one. Remember the youngest Nutter family, Carrie.
I don't. Yeah.
Carrie got a hold of the thumb one day, and then just held on to it, and dragged her over the fence.
Oh, I don't remember that
Oh
one.
God, yes, I remember that, because Hope was very upset.
Okay, yeah. You went through a phase of rescuing
Well, I think it
wild
was the same one that
BLM
tried to kill
donkeys.
me.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it was probably hired by my husband, because he didn't hear me.
he was very fond of those donkeys.
Oh,
Yeah.
He just kept grabbing.
That was an early Goldie day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And on that really
That's
have
a fun story, though.
well,
Well, I'm glad you think so.
yeah.
It's not one that I can put in the newspaper, do you suppose?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you can put whatever you want. You know what? The way I feel is we tell her all the time, don't put that in the Doggy Daily. Don't put my name in the Doggy Daily. Don't put my name in the newspaper. I've told her 100 times not to put stuff in there. And for those who read the Doggy Daily,
Well, you know what I'm
It's
about
all there.
You know what I'm about to sign you up for? I think you want to give lessons to the animal control people on how do you catch a loose horse. They chased that horse for 2 hours.
Oh, there was a story. Okay, so I left here on Friday night I had a horse in the trailer, going over to
Someplace.
my significant others on the other side of town, and I was going to go out riding with Wallace in the morning. So I put my horse in the trailer, driving over there, and it was dark, and I came around the corner, and there was like a traffic jam in this little tiny country road, and people are milling around, and and then all of a sudden I see these legs come in the dark, come trotting in, and I realized it was horses. So I opened up the door of my truck, chased them into the barnyard that was right next door, and there's a cop there and this woman across the street, and they were like, the cop's like, I'm from the city, I don't know what to do with horses, and
Yeah.
and the woman she was a golfer, I know her because she's like, I'm afraid of horses, and they've been running around for quite a while.
2 hours they got.
And I had a bucket in the back of my truck, so I just pulled it out, threw some rocks in it, and shook the bucket, and the horses immediately came trotting right over it. I had a rope from Wanda's rope, threw it around his neck, brought him in the stall, and put him away. And so one of the things I think Goldie is going to do for us is we're going to get, which I meant to have time, but this is on our list for tomorrow, gold buckets with a little Ziploc full of grain,
Yeah.
and then one of your quick release things.
Ropes, yeah.
Ropes
The
go
thing
around.
that I wondered on the rope, putting the ring on one end, I think it ought to be a shorter rope so they don't get loose with the strangle deal, getting the other end caught on something. If I make it a shorter rope.
Well, the shorter rope, I
With a
agree
snap
with
at
you.
the other end.
I agree with you. However, the shorter rope gets the person closer to the horse. So from they don't like to be that close. If they're afraid of the horse, they don't like to be that close. Because when I was catching those horses, they were nowhere near me, and they were like, "Okay, well, go put it over there." They were scared to death of the horse. But it's important that they know how to use it and get it on quickly. Like when Brian came for the emergency that we had on Saturday, I was sitting out in the field holding the horse. I hadn't left the horse and holding her, and I had no halter. And he immediately came with the emergency rope and threw it right on like he knew how to use it. And it's nice because the emergency rope that you design, when you pull down, it actually tightens around your nose. You really have.
It's a good deal if you know how to use it.
And plus, you can use it for a loose dog. You can use
Shutting
it for
a gate.
Goats.
Yeah.
A rope with a ring. It's
I
a
use it
Scottish
for-
thing.
Yeah.
I used it when the Ford was in the truck. The door was frozen; it wouldn't shut. So I used that emergency rope to tie the door. So when I went around a corner, it didn't fly open.
Don't tell people like that. It's rubbing off on you.
Yeah, and it worked because I had to tie it.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the car heated up, you could shut
Shut
the
the
door.
door.
But I couldn't wait for that to happen. So they're good for a lot of
Okay.
things.
Yep, they're multitasking.
I think
They
so.
are.
I really we should go into business.
That's a good deal.
Except the production of them is a little slow lately.
Yeah, well, she's not had
I'm
enough
sorry,
training
it's a
before.
rope. It's under my.
Oh, it's
No,
not.
I moved them all over in the guest house.
Did you? See?
Keep up.
But you just move over the rack.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna throw that on my back and carry it across the driveway.
It comes apart, you know.
I'm not. Yeah,
Let's
that's what.
put wheels on the
I
bottom.
texted Wallace today for some of his friends to come for a day to move all of your heavy things. That's above my pay grade, which
And
is
we need to
pay
take
grade of 0.
we need to take the Goldie desk
the
somewhere.
Goldie desk. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate to throw out the Goldie desk.
Well, we can't throw out the Goldie desk.
It's Goldie's farm. We can't throw out Goldie's
No.
desk. Or at least we have to just keep the
Keep
left
the
hand.
drawer.
Keep the drawer.
I think that's non-negotiable, that desk.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could use that story though.
What story? Which one?
Goldie, the Goldie with the lung cancer.
Yeah, well, I think we should start collecting all the stories because we're forgetting them as fast as
I
they're
know
coming
it.
in. Yeah,
The purple frying pan was mine.
yeah, yeah.
The day I said, "Oh Christ, I wish I had some frying pans for this whole deal." And the next box I opened's got purple frying pans.
Yeah,
It's like
I had
spoken
no way of
history,
knowing.
isn't it?
yeah.
It's like spoken history. You lose it if you don't record it.
And with the way
You
our
know?
memories are going,
Yep, we're stuffed.
Carly's the only young one around here. You can, yeah.
I'm trying to train her to answer the question. Like today, I said, "Did you feed the dogs?" And she goes on for half an hour. She was hanging around you too much.
Yes.
You know? So I asked the question, yes or no?
No.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't tell me the history of
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
I just saved that for Janine and our long trips in the car.
The part that I laughed hardest at was when somebody pulled out a talking stick and your husband said, "Don't give it to her!" At the same time, they
Yeah.
"Don't give it to her!"
Whatever.
And who did all the talking?
I did not.
Yes, you did.
You always say
You
this.
said, I don't do this talking, and then you went, anyway, so, and then she said, do I hit you with it? And I'm like, no! And then she went, and another thing, and I was like, I'm looking for guidance for decluttering.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Honestly.
All right.
My.
So, the Falls are having an absolutely superb time down in their paddock and their barn.
What is it, Wanda?
Do you know the
Come on up
the
here.
funniest thing is,
Come on
Janine, we put Elmo out with them today, and
Yeah.
Elmo is the extremely skinny horse that was down in
Yeah.
the barn, and firstly they tried to suckle from him, and fortunately Elmo
That's not gonna
is
work too well.
no, it didn't work. It's very laid back and very gentle, and then I've got a lovely video of them following Elmo, just like little after him. It's so lovely, and he's so gentle.
He is so good.
And he's just such a nice horse, so that is really exciting. So they're in this lovely big lush paddock by themselves with
Yeah.
Elmo.
this.
Okay, that's a very skinny one. You
Yeah.
don't have any worms and things, does it?
Oh, we're working on it. Yeah, I think he might have some dental issues going on.
Yeah.
Well, I'm worried about the worms because the foals will get it.
We just wormed the foals
The
too.
worms, they're
Yeah.
fine.
The worms.
Well, back to worming Elmo.
Okay. Yes or no? He has been wormed. Yes.
Good, thank you.
Yes, and the
I
foals.
can be fine. I'll be all
The
right.
foals have been wormed too. Yes.
There we
I've
are.
been hanging around with you two.
There you go. See, there you go.
See? I told you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I think that's a lovely situation for them down there. It's really lovely. And they're happy.
And it's right on the street, too. isn't
Yeah,
it?
I wonder
Yeah.
what people
And-
think when they're going by with like a skinny standard bread by
Oh.
3.
But you've had it and I've had it, and people have said, why aren't you feeding that horse?
Yeah.
And you're like, actually, it's a rescue horse, and that's it looking pretty good.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
okay. But I think word's getting out
Yeah,
now.
well, I tried. We have one little tiny sign that says equine rescue, and I bring it
I
and I
know.
move it to the paddock where the horses look
the worst ones.
So
But you know, now people are stopping their cars and they're saying, oh, you're doing such a fantastic job. And I watch all these really ill horses come in, they blossom and then they go.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's nice.
yeah,
Okay, so let's put our pig out there and ask for donations.
Yep.
someone will steal the pig.
Tim might not like
Yeah,
that
no,
though.
yeah, he doesn't.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, it was an idea.
Yes. Yes, and there's people who've been banned on Discuss, and yes, it's very difficult. And that's why there's maybe people that can't be online with us.
yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Well, we'll figure it out. One day at a time. Tomorrow's another.
Here's another lady that loves a man in uniform with your life alert. There you
Okay,
go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Onto something.
Maybe we should have coffee with the cops here.
There you
With
go.
alcohol.
You might get sick of coming down
That'd
here.
be fun.
Well, has everybody heard about Janine on the roof?
Yes.
Yes, we don't need to.
That's when the fireman said, gee, I wish every call we had was like this.
No.
Yeah. So.
Oh, apparently you can get a timeout on Facebook as well.
Oh yeah.
I did not
You
know
go.
that.
That's called being in Facebook jail.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you haven't landed there yet.
I have not.
Yeah.
I could be in Facebook jail and I wouldn't know it.
Yeah. So tonight after mail call, we have to go. I'm driving Elizabeth home. I don't know how this has happened. She's arrived here without a car, and I'm going through her basement.
She might be back around about Wednesday.
I think,
It's rather full. I'm checking in on her moving.
yeah.
She's got 3 weeks left.
Well, when are you supposed to be out?
Yeah, it gives her heart palpitations.
22nd.
The 22nd.
Since someone
But
said.
still, I can see a sea container, a shipping container
Yeah.
in her future.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go see the.
Because I don't think there's any other way out quick enough.
Well, I was thinking we should just take pictures. She's got all those building materials in her basement. I actually need a down in Aiken. I need a few.
There's a bed
A
at the end
duplicate
of
house?
I need
There's a
So,
bed at the end of the driveway.
no, the bed got picked up. Did you notice?
No.
The only thing that's left is 2 chairs. I don't know who would have picked up that stuff down there, but somebody picked it all
Somebody
up.
took the tartan headboard and everything.
Yeah. And then somebody came along and put those. We had the drawers to a bureau that's gone
I
missing.
saw those
Somebody took them.
with the wheels on them.
Yeah,
They go under a bed or something, don't they?
Somebody might have thought that, but yeah.
I thought it.
I noticed the big. There was a
The truck.
tube that you could go behind a boat. That went right away.
Yeah, that went down from over him.
Oh, that's what I figured. Someone would be like driving along, like going with their kids to the. I'm like, oh, we should grab that on their way.
Oh.
It was. I blew it up.
Yeah, I hope
So
it's
it's-
not got our address on it, because after they've finished with it, it'll be floating around down there and we'll have to retrieve it, probably from the middle of the pond. We'll be like, oh.
Yeah.
And if there's no mail on Monday, there will still be mail call. I would have thought so. Because
Yeah.
there'll be Saturday mail.
Oh, because
Yeah.
it's
And a holiday.
next Monday's a
Labor
holiday.
Day, right?
Is it Labor Day?
Yeah. Don't we get a day off for mail call?
It's Labor Day.
No.
I don't think.
Do we get a day off from horses, mules and donkeys?
It's not
No.
that painful, certainly.
Well, actually, next Monday I
It's
will
the
still
worst.
be here. I'm going to Aiken on the Tuesday. That Tuesday.
Is that flexible?
Because Judy's back.
Is that flexible?
She's going to Aiken to try and find her car.
No, my car.
His car has somebody whose name she doesn't know.
No, I know her name.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do know her name.
Found that out.
Yeah, no, I remember her name. Yes, delightful golden warrior.
Golden Warrior. She's a Golden Warrior.
Yeah,
She's one of our
Goldie
CP
Warrior.
people.
It's
In Charleston?
CW. No, it's GW. It's Charlotte.
Charlotte.
I left my car in Charlotte, and the lovely woman who drove me to the airport. But the problem is I left the keys to the house and
That was
to
the problem.
like all my stuff, all the storage areas, and I have someone who's renting my apartment, guest house. So she wants to get in, and I'm like, well, the keys are in Charlotte. So that's the problem.
Okay.
It's not insurmountable.
I've heard rumor.
Dr. Ray is going to be so excited. That is the day to come.
Dr. Ray on Wednesday.
Ray is coming on Wednesday. Guess what else is coming on Wednesday?
Cake.
2
2 cakes.
cakes.
Okay.
I don't know
Yeah.
what it didn't say.
Yeah, she was just complaining that she couldn't find her scale
Ah,
because I've moved the scale out of the house,
Yes.
and I think you'll be glad that I've moved the scale
Oh,
over to the
dear
guest
me.
house. I put it right next to the cycling bike.
oh, excellent.
You're not allowed to get
Oh, dear.
any more
Okay.
cakes until you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to pedal.
Pedal
So
to the
the
metal.
Did I talk about my chocolate thing? No.
No.
I've been looking, usually we have enough chocolate around here that I dig in the bottom of those bins in there. I can come up with a kiss or a, chocolate bar or something, right?
What would that be? Oh, it's Nick. I don't have to give you one.
Still come to the basement though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where did you put the puppies?
I put them in the room.
Okay, that's fine. We're talking about chocolate. Have a seat.
Yeah. Come on in.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, let me finish my chocolate because I thought it was pretty interesting. So there was about 2-3 weeks I did not have any chocolate because I couldn't find any. There was none out there, and I just couldn't find it. I found sugar somewhere, but couldn't find it. So I went out yesterday and bought a chocolate bar, Hershey bar for myself. I didn't like it. I threw it out.
Did
In
it
the
taste?
trash?
Did it taste like sick? Yeah.
Nick,
That's what Hershey's tastes like.
Nick,
It's like
but America runs
What?
on Hershey's.
Yeah, Hershey's.
It was a Hershey chip. It was
Is it
chocolate.
still in the trash, or did you just leave it on the counter? Because I could go for some.
Well, there is a piece of it on the counter. It's out there where the cupcakes are. It's in that. I broke it in half because I was going to eat half the Hershey bar. I didn't eat it. Very strange. So if you break your...
You should go and see the doctor about that.
Yeah, maybe it's the taste. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, let's give us a chocolate cake that comes through then.
Yeah.
Oh.
Chocolate's my favorite. Yeah.
It is.
So I have to tell you what I did to Nick the other day.
Oh.
On Saturday morning. Saturday was a really stressful day. So on top of, I rode in the morning with Wallace.
Which was a nice start to
It
the
was
day.
a good start. And then Wallace, we met somebody there who had 2 rescue horses that for Wallace to ride, and as he's riding, and Carlene was there, and as he's riding, standing there watching in the paddock, and Mo just went complete sideways. She's still alive. Yeah, she's fine now, but she just fell over for no apparent reason. Not just like lied down and crumbled, just
fell over.
fell over, and then lay there for a second. And I said to my mother, Mo just died. And then I saw her ear flipping, and next thing she kind of wiggled a little bit and got right back up, and I was like, whoa. And I thought when she fell down, I texted Elizabeth like, we got something, and she didn't respond. And then I called, like, I expect you to be on a leash, I guess.
Well, yeah.
You do it. And I couldn't get a hold of all morning. So
Because
then
I was down on the farm.
yeah, she was down out of cell range. But we didn't know that. And so I started texting Nick. I'm like, have you heard from Elizabeth? Where is Elizabeth? She's not texting me back. I haven't heard from her all morning. And blah. So we went back and forth. He couldn't find you. I couldn't find you. And then about an hour later, we actually had an emergency, a serious emergency at Meredith. So I just texted Nick, emergency at Meredith. Let Elizabeth, no, I said, just emergency at Meredith. And then I set my phone down and lost it because I was too involved in the emergency. So he jumped in the car and drove her thinking I'd found Elizabeth, and Elizabeth was the emergency. And when he came down, I was standing in the middle of the field with the emergency going on behind me. And the look on his face, he's like, And I said, just stay there. And he thought it was Elizabeth that was on.
She said, don't come, you don't want to see this. And I was like, oh my gosh.
And it was very sadly, it was an older
She
horse.
finally couldn't put up with the talk anymore, and she shot her.
He's like, she was dead.
But it was not Elizabeth.
Yeah.
And I actually went back to my text later that day, and I was like, no wonder he had that look on his face.
Well, so he sent me, you've got to call me now, there's an emergency. And I thought it was one of the children in the house because I thought he was home. So I'm calling him, and I'm like, what's the emergency? And he's like, I'm on Meredith. And I'm like, and? And I'm like, why are you on Meredith? And he's like, you've got to come. And I was like, right, okay.
Yeah, we had
God.
an emergency, but it was, it's not bad, but it was, yeah. Everything has its time. You just don't know when that time's going to be, and so.
I think she's got a heart thing.
Mo. Okay, we're
Mo.
back onto Mo. She's alive right now.
Yeah, but I think she's got a
I think
heart
it's her
thing, and she's sort of like, it cuts out, she goes down, and then a wee bit later she comes back round, because she did that to me about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. So
I think animals are just like all the characters in Toy Story. Yeah.
They pop back up.
Well, that's part of it, but I think they play tricks on us. See when Janine arrives, you just fall over, and like you're dead. Yeah?
They're like possums, huh? They play dead
And so
upside down.
wait till we see the look on her face. It's going to be brilliant.
And then, and then we'll call Nick and pretend it's
And
Elizabeth.
let's get the vet out. Cha-ching, cha-ching. You're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Oh!"
we are so
well.
That mule has cost us so much money.
I know.
But I think that what is happening now, I feel badly for her because I don't want to bring her in the barn because I don't want her to have to take down the entire barn to get her out if she has another incident. So we're giving her the last couple days of a blissful, and then we're going to let her sleep. We're going to on this property where she belongs, and we'll get her a nice gravestone. And so we've decided when this happens, we will then dedicate the run on Memorial. It will be a memorial for Mo when we run through Boston on October 1st.
Which is
is
nice.
the plan.
Mo's Mighty Mile.
But everybody on Saturday, because I said that in that post, that they all started started mourning her. I'm like, well, it's not yet. She's not dead yet.
And then, just to finish that whole storyline off, then later in the day, I was out with Sophie, my daughter, to buy some rollerblades because her other rollerblades were broken, and I had to take Elizabeth's phone with me. Remember?
Yeah.
I had to take her phone with me because it's a long story, but I had to take her phone with me. Yeah. And so Janine is again on Saturday evening trying to get a hold of Elizabeth on the phone. Like, where is she? Where is she? Where's she gone now?
Who's having separation anxiety?
And then I was with the iPad in the house, and she said, "Are you alive?" I was like, "Yes, I am."
I don't have my phone. Yeah.
Stuck. Nobody to talk to.
Yeah. So, anyways.
Oh dear.
These people are crazy.
We
How
know.
did I get mixed up in this crowd?
I know.
Calling the kettle black.
All right. So, have we had enough for one day?
So Larky probably has some form of pica with his eating of things.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
But
I'm yeah.
pica.
Pika is what Larky has.
Yes.
That eating stuff.
He just likes
Odd
to put
stuff.
things in his mouth.
Yeah.
I've been trying to think he's hungry, so I've been trying to feed
Arlo
him.
must have that as well.
Yeah. Yeah,
Good.
but Arlo's goes right through him. He doesn't have a
Yeah.
problem.
He's like, oh yeah, look at that. I'm eating
Yeah.
that.
Are there any more questions, or should we?
Arthur has wrapped feet. He's had cuts for a long time. They were so, when Janine rescued him, they were so
they were
enormous.
so
It's
bad,
just
yeah.
taken so long to try and actually come back into a nice state.
And it's taken us so long to get him to agree to let us
Yeah.
wrap his feet. So that's why they weren't wrapped for so long. We were just slathering with ointment, but
It's like, throw it.
Yeah, because he didn't like it. But now he
No.
stands quietly kind of quietly.
Yes, he is very good. He's a nice boy, isn't he? Oh, no, I'm just checking in case there's anything else.
Okay.
A cancer detecting donkey. Could sell that for a
There you
fortune.
go.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
We'll go with him with his armpits.
Definitely. See, we could be onto something here.
Yeah, yeah.
Medical animals.
Okay.
I'm just double checking. Hold on.
All right, all
'Cause,
right.
Otherwise, I.
Well, I
Ducks.
asked Kate to bring out at least 3 of those big poles, and I intend to put them up right here by the guest house, and that set of grass right there, just to set them up and look at them, see what everybody thinks.
Hey,
Okay.
what about you got ducks for the pond for a movie, but the ducks you got couldn't swim and they sank?
Yeah.
Did they die?
They all drowned.
I
Did
actually
they die?
remember
No,
that.
they didn't die. We got
That
them
was
out.
Ron.
That was
my
with Goldie
brother-in-law.
Hawn.
Oh dear.
That was with Goldie
They all
Hawn.
sunk.
I borrowed somebody's ducks, and they were barnyard ducks, and they hadn't freed their feathers.
Oh,
Or
Oh, yes,
something.
so they weren't waterproof.
They weren't waterproof, and we put them in the, and they just began to sink.
That was my brother-in-law. He was probably
yeah, we all
And
They
do.
had to run into the pond and get the ducks out of
and
it.
half
You
the
know,
crew got soaked. The ducks.
The poor ducks.
we had to test them. I had to go back the next day with ducks. We tested them in the bathtub first.
Yeah, yeah.
Make sure they floated.
You learn these things. You never know.
Hey,
You
what-
never know.
Floating ducks, sinking ducks,
Yeah, yeah.
sitting ducks.
My mother was saying that since we're now Goldies, that we're going to be renaming the Henny Penny to be like the Golden Goose.
Golden goose.
That's
we
a nice thing.
We got to tie something into the Golden Goose and Goldie, and so now she wants a goose.
They're along the lines of emus. Yes,
Yeah, really aggressive.
they are aggressive.
Yeah.
That's what
Well,
we need.
Just what we need.
Well, it teaches these dogs to behave. Like we used to have a rooster.
Keep the kids
When
behave.
the kids were young, we had a really nasty rooster.
What do you mean when we were young? We've always had nasty roosters, and then you replaced them with nasty cockatoos.
When I was driving through Hamilton for the second time the other day, they had some very nice swans.
Yeah, so what if we got, what if we
Swans
get
are
a,
bad.
what if,
Yeah,
yeah, if we
swans
get a
are
little
just as
baby
bad.
one,
They're
They're a lot
grow
more
it up.
expensive though.
You get a baby one and grow it up so it's nice.
And who handled swans?
Yeah, I'm a swan catcher. I used to bring the swans into the Boston Common once a year, and that weird place up in Gloucester that
That's at Gloucester, yep.
that
Missy Smith,
Missy Smith. She had like no electricity in her house,
things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they kept the swans for the winter.
She's the one that had the child in the front seat of the truck, and her husband just turned around and came back and we finished haying first.
Yeah, it's a really odd family, but
And,
nice people.
he
Nice people.
she fed her kids horse food. Give them a cup of horse food on their way to the
That's
school bus.
That's all you get.
Same as
It's
Cheerios.
the same
Yeah,
stuff.
right, yeah, it's pretty much
And you
it,
should
right?
see that kid now. He's 6'2". He's gorgeous.
Yeah, well,
I guess that's what
It
you're
works.
gonna do.
yeah.
So,
So Janine Jake's swan wrangler.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we might, maybe that's the
could
big thing.
hire you out.
yeah.
So yes, we did start our
Oh, I
donkey
used to
training.
do. Hire her.
Yeah.
Apparently in the UK, all the swans in the UK all belong to the Queen.
Well, the
Yeah, right,
monarch,
yeah,
the
yeah.
monarch.
Yeah.
So it's the king now.
Yeah, the king.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they all belong, regardless of whether you bought it or whatever. They all belong.
Aren't there
to
like
the
a
king.
special thing?
Or the
Yeah.
monarch.
You can't
Aren't
kill
they a
them.
special-
You-
yeah, they're
it's
special
actually
to them,
illegal
right?
to kill
Yeah, you
them.
can't. They're like
Wow.
really
Even
special.
the
to
really
them.
aggressive
Treason
ones.
or
Yeah, they're like
something
very
that.
special to them.
Yeah.
You're
Everybody's
just a
talking, I can't
plethora
hear
of
it.
odd
I cannot hear it. I cannot hear it.
No, the swans are special. They're special.
So yes, we did start donkey training today. We took Jasper, we took Harley, and we took Terence out. They were very good.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't put up any resistance. So we went round the pond, round the hayfield twice, back round the pond, and back.
Yeah, she
Wow.
took the good donkey.
I took the good donkeys
Yeah, wait.
because I want people to come back.
Yeah, wait till we
And
start
we didn't bite anything. We're not going to get sued. We're good to go. So
Nobody's got cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
the donkeys
figured
didn't detect anything. No, it was
Yeah.
good. So what we're going to do is I've got groups of people who are going to come, and I'll do a sort of just a very brief timetable. And if anyone wants to come in and join a group that's going out, we're going to leave halters on the donkeys so that we don't have to run around. Well, Carly doesn't have to run around going, "And you get a halter," and they're like, "I don't
Jump
think so."
So
So,
today.
so that's us getting that started. So that was absolutely super. Have you been using your inhaler?
What's this?
Your
I don't
inhaler?
think so.
It's in there.
Are you
I
needing
think
it?
it's just standing there.
Oh, I'll get it later.
Okay.
Seems like
Right. So
inhaler.
Yeah, I think that's us. I think I've answered. Come on, just in case. Yeah, that's what we were thinking, that Mo had a cardiac thing. So,
Yeah, sometimes.
so thank you so very much.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Right.